What is up, everybody? It is me, DevilNeverCry. We are back with more DMC content. This time, 10 facts about Dante. Kicking things off with number 1, Dante's original name and alias was Tony Redgrave. Shortly after the Sparta household was torn asunder by the return of Mundus, Dante changed his name and hid away at the request of his mother. The character of Tony Redgrave is further explored in the DMC1 novel, which may or may not be canon, but this is referenced in-game by taking a look at the engravings on both ebony and ivory. Up next, and this one should come as no surprise if you've seen the 10 facts about Virgil video, Dante is the younger of the two twins. Dante's age has been hotly contested throughout the DMC series thanks to there being no clear timeline of events, but what we can be sure of is that Dante for certain is the younger of the two sons of Sparta. Fact number 3, Dante is in a lot of debt, especially to Lady, which is referenced in the DMC anime as well as DMC 4. This is largely due to the fact that Dante only takes particular jobs. Dante isn't very business-minded. It's implied throughout the series that if somebody comes to Dante with a job worth a lot of money, but it has no supernatural element to it, he'll ignore it completely. But if somebody comes begging for help, whether it's for an apparition, a ghost, a haunting, a possession, and it offers almost no reward whatsoever, he'll go immediately. Dante does this for a number of reasons, one of which is actually referenced in the opening of DMC 1. Dante hunts down these demons and takes these jobs in the hopes that it will take him closer to Mundus, who of course ruined his life, so that he can enact revenge. But he also continues to take on these jobs even after getting revenge on Mundus, so that nobody has to suffer through the trauma that he went through as a child when his family was torn apart in front of his very eyes. Moving on to a bit of a lighter tone, the DMC anime confirms that Dante does not like olives on his pizza, which is actually at odds with the games. In DMC 4, you can actually see Dante eating a pizza with olives on it. I guess in some cases, beggars can't be choosers. Moving on to fact number 5, midway here. Dante is based off of the titular character Cobra from the Cobra manga series. Like Cobra, Dante wears red attire and has a bit of an attitude, though unlike Cobra, Dante does not smoke. Kamiya made this quite evident in an early interview stating that Dante does not need to smoke to be cool. Though with fact number 6, we come to learn that Dante does indeed like to drink, and his drink of choice is whiskey. In the DMC anime, as well as in some of the DMC games, if you look closely at his office, you can see bottles of whiskey scattered around, in particular Jack Daniel's whiskey. On to the next fact, Dante is already said to have surpassed the power of his father Sparta, the legendary Dark Knight. Though this certainly isn't the case in DMC 3, the rest of the series either imply or outright state that Dante has surpassed his father. By the end of DMC 1, Dante just manages to seal away Mundus, something that only Sparta was capable of. Then with DMC 2, Dante single-handedly and easily defeats the Argisacs of Chaos, something that Sparta was said to have needed help to do. And then DMC 4 and 5 outright state this as a fact. Swiftly moving on to fact number 8, and it's a fact that some of you may or may not have picked up on if you're attentive when you play, and that is that Dante is actually quite skilled at playing instruments. Dante actually has a drum kit and a few guitars off in the corner of the DevilNeverCry office, implying that he likes to rock out when he has the spare time. Of course, in DMC 3, upon acquiring Nevin, he absolutely shreds with the guitar, and so Dante is more skilled than he lets on. Moving on to fact number 9, and it's a fact that actually ties into one of the previous ones, is that Dante has to sell his weapons to pay off some of his debt. You'd think by DMC 5 that Dante would have a substantial array of cool demonic weapons, right? But he doesn't, and so people often wonder, where do these weapons go? Well, in one of the audio drama CDs, Dante has to sell a bunch of his weapons to pay off Enzo, his handler, who he owes a lot of money to. Though he ends up getting these weapons back, thanks to basically having to save Enzo's life. Though that doesn't really explain what happens to Dante's weapons, because I don't think he sells them. How is a human going to utilize a demonic weapon? You know, let's be honest here. It'd probably end up like Alistair all over again, just taking people's hearts left, right, and center like it's Persona 5. Though the most obvious answer as to why Dante starts with no weapons every time a new DMC comes out is for gameplay reasons, right? They want people to earn and unlock new weapons instead of having to lug around a treasure chest filled to the brim with demonic weapons, which is exactly what the Pandora weapon with all of its 666 forms is. And of course, last but not least, Dante has never filled anybody's dark soul with light. But Virgil certainly has, and that actually brings us to the end of this video. If there's anything I missed out, let me know down in the comments below. Of course, if you enjoyed today's video, do be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing, as it all helps out the channel greatly. With all that said and done, it has been me, DevilNeverCry. I would like to thank all of you for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next video.